They didn't hit them. They didn't scream. They just said, "Stop crying, you're fine, it's not a big deal." And the child looked up, swallowed whatever they were feeling, and went quiet. That moment felt small, forgettable even. But inside that child's brain, something just shifted. Stay with me. Because what happens next, what that one moment sets in motion, is something most people carry their entire lives without ever knowing where it started. Here's what most people don't realize. When a child comes to you with a feeling, they're not just sharing an emotion, they're asking a question. Am I real? Does what I feel matter? Is it safe to be me around you? And how you respond, even without words, even with just a look, answers that question every single time. So what happens when the answer is consistently, "No, not a big deal. Stop overreacting. You're too sensitive"? Let's talk about the 4 things that quietly follow that child for the rest of their life. First thing, a child's emotional world is their first reality. When they feel scared, they are scared. When they feel hurt, they are hurt. But when an adult they trust tells them, "No, you're not," something confusing happens. They start to believe the adult over themselves. Over time, they stop checking in with their own feelings. They check in with other people's reactions instead. Is this person okay with how I feel? Should I feel this? Am I allowed? They didn't lose confidence. They were taught to doubt themselves, slowly, quietly, one "you're fine" at a time. Second thing happens. When feelings get dismissed enough times, the child doesn't stop having them, they just stop showing them. They learn to perform okay, to smile at the right moments, to say, "I'm fine" before anyone even asks. Because every time they showed up emotionally, nothing came back. And here's what that looks like 20 years later. A person who genuinely cannot cry even when they want to, who shuts down the moment someone gets too close, who has spent so long managing how they appear, they've lost track of how they actually feel. They're not cold, they're not broken, they're just still hiding. In a room where hiding kept them safe for so long, they forgot there was another option. Third thing happens. When a child learns that emotions aren't safe to express, the emotions don't disappear. They go underground, and underground emotions don't stay quiet. They show up as a body that's always tense, a mind that can't switch off at night, a person who overreacts to small things, because small things carry the weight of everything they were never allowed to feel. Their nervous system learned to stay ready, ready for the feeling to be dismissed, ready to manage it alone, ready for the world to tell them, again, that what they feel doesn't count, that readiness doesn't switch off at 18, it just becomes who they are. The fourth thing. This one is the hardest to say. Children whose feelings were consistently ignored grow up struggling, not to find love, but to receive it. Someone loves them, shows up, is consistent, and instead of feeling safe, it feels suspicious, waiting for it to be taken away, waiting for the condition, waiting for the moment where they'll have to make themselves smaller again just to keep it. Because love, in their earliest experience, always came with an asterisk. I love you, but not when you cry. I love you, but not when you're too much. I love you, just be less of yourself. So they push people away right when it starts to feel real. Not because they don't want connection, but because connection without conditions is something they never learned to trust. Now, before this video ends, I want to say something important. If you recognize yourself in any of this, you are not broken. The child who stopped trusting their feelings wasn't weak. They were adapting to a world that kept telling them their feelings were wrong. The adult who can't receive love isn't damaged. They're still protecting a child who learned that openness was dangerous. And if you're a parent watching this, the fact that you're here, trying to understand, that already matters more than you know. Because the most powerful thing you can give a child isn't a perfect response. It's the simple, repeated message that what they feel is real, that it matters, that you're not going anywhere. That's not therapy. That's not a parenting course. That's just a child finally hearing, "I see you. You're not too much. You never were." If this video named something you've been carrying, share it. With a parent, with a friend, with whoever needs to hear that what they felt as a child was always real,